I'm going to break down the Happy Birthday to You song. This is all part of Basic Piano Technique. Look in the description below and follow the link to get your free course on basic piano. Happy birthday to you. Okay, what I like to do when it comes to the score is, first of all, figure out what key is it in. You know, this is in key of F major because there's one flat. And I see that. I see that there's some finger suggestions here. I circled that. I then look to make sure that I know all the notes. I've written in every note name here all the way through the whole course. I like to figure out how many measures I have to work with. So every bar line separates a measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 measures. Then I look to see if there are any things that repeat in the score. And here I see that this section right here looks very similar to this section here. And this section here looks just like this section here. And you know what they are? That's why I wrote repeats. This is a repeat of this is a repeat of this. And it goes, okay, same thing. And these guys, so this repeats this. As we're playing this in the bass clef, and I'm going to work with just my left hand first, the bass, because that's where the rhythm is usually at. Rest. Then this here goes to this and repeats itself and then goes back to what I played right there. So if I'm practicing my left hand and getting these components so they feel comfortable, what's happening right now in my brain is the neurons are creating connections, building pathways so that my fingers are talking to my brain and my brain communicates with my fingers, and pretty soon it becomes automatic, and that's called muscle memory. So once we build the muscle memory, we can play this without even looking at the page. Not a problem at all, because I've memorized that it's an F, a C, and it's an FA. F, C, FA. Now I move to the next measure, and it's a C. And if I do this 3 times, I do this in patterns. I know that I've learned this whole thing now. And I already know that because I know this. So now I just put it together. And I say, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. So I will go through the left hand, learn all the parts. Get it nice and smooth. And then I notice that this is very much like that, except we've added this note right here. So I already know this. So I can learn this in a heartbeat. All I have to do is go this. Great. Move on to the next measure. That's the whole, this is different than anything else in the whole song right here. So that B flat, D, and the F B flat. And then I finish the song off, and the finish is much like the intro, the way it sounds. Notice the way this is here. And the end. threw in an extra C. The only difference is that this is a chord, and the way it sounds is like that. This is not a chord, but it's the same notes with an F in there. So I can play this, I can play this, and I can add an F, and then I can just roll it. Boom, boom, boom. And then play the chord by moving my thumb up a half step, and then finish off right there. Then once I have the bass, and I can just kind of whip through it, and I know that extremely well, and I know my right hand very well. Great, then I put them together. Now putting them together is going to cause a little aneurysm in your mind because it's like, it's not easy. So we're going to start out, and then we're going to, I got my first one, I know this. And then I'm going to find the next one. And then I'm going to, that's my intro. Nothing in the bass here. So now I have this little swing here. So breaking down a measure means I might look at just this, just these 3, 4, 5 notes total. So I can go, when I can do that, then I can throw in the F, and then I find my C. I practice that again. Cool. Then it just repeats itself. So that's the way the song works out. I've broken down all the parts. Watch the video again if you need to. But by all means, if you like this style of teaching, go to basicpianotechnique.com. In the description below, there's a link. Get yourself a free account. I'll need your name, your email address, sign up, start going through it. You got nothing to lose, you got everything to gain. Because once you learn to read music, you can play whatever you want. So I'll see you in the next video.